Well, everybody, after 3 long years, Maverick is officially mine. The vehicle that I won, I officially own. Took me 3 years. Well, took me a little bit longer than 3 years. But I'll explain a little bit here coming up.
I am my own affliction. I am my own disease.
So, what do I mean whenever I say that we finally own Maverick? Well, simply put, whenever I won Maverick, I didn't have the money to really own him. There's a lot of taxes that come along with winning a vehicle. That's why whenever you see these other giveaways that have the vehicle plus about $15,000 to $20,000 in cash, that $20,000 in cash isn't actually money that you should be burning through. It should be money that you put aside for taxes and or go ahead and pay the taxes on the vehicle, because that's how much it's going to cost you out of pocket, is about $15,000 to $20,000, depending on the vehicle and depending on how much money that some of these giveaways give out. So that's one of the things. Now, for me and my wife, whenever we got Maverick, we were making about $30,000 combined. And it was just one of those things that whenever I put in for the contest and I bought my t-shirt and then I sent in the postcards and stuff, and we won, we were super excited to have another vehicle in our lives, which was really awesome. But at the same time, we didn't have the $15,000 to $20,000 lying around to pay the state tax and the federal tax, because what they see whenever you win a vehicle, the government, the state government and the federal government, they see cash. They don't see tires. They don't see an engine. They don't see something that you drive around. They see cash. And so that is put towards how much you make in a year, which, believe me, is a lot of money. Whenever this was ticketed at about $51,000 and I'm making 30, so it put us in a totally different tax bracket that year. Now, with all that being said, with us being in a different tax bracket, like I said, I had to take out a loan from the bank to cover the taxes on Maverick, because I didn't have the money lying around. And with most people, what ends up happening with cars that they win, where there's no cash prize attached to it, is you end up paying the government anyway. So you're going to sell the vehicle, basically. A lot of people do that. If you see vehicles that are won in casinos or other giveaways, and if they don't have the money to pay the taxes, they sell the vehicle right away. Now, as you can tell, Maverick is a little bit different on appearance. I've told people this multiple times. If Maverick was a solid color, I would have a different Jeep Wrangler right now, because I can drive any Jeep Wrangler. It doesn't matter. Any old Jeep Wrangler that's out there, it doesn't matter to me. They all are Jeep Wranglers. They all have their personal touches that we as owners put to them and are just awesome. So with that being said, keep that in mind, because it's really a big influence on how we went about to pay this thing. Now, what does that look like us moving forward from here? What does that look like for us as, um, people that are trying to be invested in the veteran community and the Jeep community and getting Maverick back out there and stuff? Well, we are very hopeful and just, really trying to make sure that we stay involved in the community as much as possible and stuff. So at this point in time, we really don't know what's going to happen, because like I've said on multiple videos in the past instances, I'm just fresh back to the United States. I don't know what we're going to be doing. I don't know where we're going to be going. I don't know what our future plans are right now. So this is all just a beginning journey for us. So what do we do now? After all this time, we finally own the vehicle after 4 or 5 years of paying on it, after taking this loan out to pay on the taxes and stuff. Things to keep in mind if you ever want to win a vehicle, right? But past that, it's just knowing that we now have the freedom to go and do whatever we want and be wherever we want in this vehicle and not have to worry about, possibly owing or missing a payment or anything. So that's just a huge blessing in our lives. And we look forward to sharing that blessing with everybody else in the community and around us from now on. So there are things that we have planned in the future that we'll line out further down the road, and I really hope and look for everybody else to join me on this journey. and really look forward to seeing you all down the road here shortly during the season. So, what are we looking at right now in this upcoming Jeep season? So, there's many things that are coming up. Of course, March and April will start rolling into some different things. But by the time May comes around and Topless Day comes out on the 20th of May, which we're really looking forward to, we will be going to an event in Owensboro, Kentucky that day or that weekend called Jeeps and Jams. There's several events that go around the country, and in the middle of the United States this year, there is a brand new convention that's starting up this year called Jeeps and Jams, and it is indoor. And the city of Owensboro is literally inviting everybody and their brother in a Jeep to come to this event. So they are footing a majority of the bill for the facilities and stuff, and that's really awesome that they're willing to take a risk on us to see if we can generate enough interest within the community to bring everybody in on their on their plans in May. So please come out to Owensboro, Kentucky. It's going to be the weekend of the 20th, and we are just going to have a great time. I know that there's going to be some off-roading stuff. There's going to be some obstacle courses. There's going to be vendors. There's going to be just some great restaurants to try out here around Owensboro. If you have a family, there is a huge park downtown. Huge park. There's activities to do for families here in Owensboro. It's a great little getaway town from the big cities for the weekend. If you live out in the middle of nowhere, it's a great city to come and visit and just to kind of hang out in. There are huge hotels down by the riverfront that you can get rooms on, and you can overlook the river and stuff, which is really beautiful. And like I said, we'll be also doing this thing down there called Friday After 5, where they're going to have live music, and it's just going to be a great time. And there's already hundreds of Jeeps that are coming to this event. And with everybody coming from everywhere, we have people coming from New England. We have people that are coming from farther north in the Midwest. We've got people that are coming just farther out west and coming across the Mississippi and stuff. And that is what we're looking for. This is going to be just a great time to come out and have some fun and to meet people and see people. We are looking for Jeep influencers as well. If you're an influencer and you have a large following of people, we would like to offer you, the opportunity to come out and meet some of your fans and see people. It's really going to be just a spectacular time. We're really looking forward to it. We have a huge convention center to fill up, and to also have so many Jeeps just to be shown out and presented and stuff. And like I said, there are going to be off-roading opportunities. We're going to go to a place called Interlake. There's going to be possible obstacle courses that are going to be a little bit closer that we're going to build ourselves, and people have a fun time to go through. And that's for the beginners and the intermediates and the advanced. People that are really just interested in getting their foot in the door. There's so many people that buy Jeeps and get scared of doing anything in their Jeep because they just don't know what the limits of their Jeeps are. I'm going to be honest. I did most of my off-roading in a Cherokee and a two-door YJ. So I had a 2001 Cherokee, and then I had a two-door Jeep Wrangler YJ that was a 95. And that's when I did most of my stuff. And with Maverick, of course, I can't really go off-roading as much as I would like to, just because I can't replace the things that I break. Everybody gets that, right? But it's been just a great time, and I'll look to see people out there on the trails. I'll be doing the beginner to intermediate stuff, nothing too crazy with Maverick. That way, everybody can get a feel, and everybody can see just how we can go about doing this. Of course, Jeeps are one of the best communities to be a part of. We're very friendly and stuff. I can't tell you how many times I've stopped on the side of the road to help people out and stuff. So I just wanted to give a shout out to some of that's going on too. But anyway, just to recap real fast, paid the Jeep off finally. It feels great. It really does. It was a little bit of anticlimax to some extent because you hit the final pay button. It's like, oh, that's so much money to spend. But I'm really glad to finally own this Jeep outright, and I look forward to keeping him in the community and keep sharing him in the community and stuff. And I hope that one day, Sue, I can meet you all, and really look forward to it. So you guys have a blessed day, and I'll see you down the road.